Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Ruins of Almuri, session 48. We're going to be diving in any minute, though we are missing a Dante today. That is unfortunate, and actually, that means there's just going to be a black square where Dante is. And what about this screen? Probably is just another black square. Although, I think if we do this... that'll do. Anyways, I hope everyone is having a good Sunday, or whatever day it is. Wherever you are, I just hope it's good. But let's just jump in. There's no one about, so let's get the ball rolling. Yellow. How goes it?
Pretty good.
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah.
Good. Good. As you might have seen, we're without a Dante. He's having a dark and stormy one.
How dare he?
I know. Rude. Guess whilst we wait for Kuma, I'll update everyone's character sheets on Foundry. Because I am terrible at doing so.
Someone's cracking open the cold one with the boys.
Yeah, it was a Sprite.
Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah.
Dirty Sprite.
Yeah. I had never said it had to be alcohol.
I just wanted to clarify, I'm not drinking on the job.
That's fine.
That's where the fun begins.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Depends how far you go.
Okay, and with that... although it looks like Zovian's was already done somehow. I won't question it.
Good, because I don't have an answer.
Yeah. Everyone's character sheets are up to date. At least with what they've got on D&D Beyond. Come on, Kuma. Actually, whilst we're waiting for him, you know what we can do? Because you're wanting to rebuy wagons and stuff, aren't you? So why don't we get that boring stuff out of the way? So what's the idea? 2 wagons, was it?
Man, Dante's the responsible one of the group.
Yeah, I know. I think you're going to struggle today.
Do we need wagons anyway?
So
Because we were trying to take the egg.
yeah,
It was a couple of heavy things we were bringing with us.
And Bartram's body.
yeah. So
And Bartram's
Bartram's
body.
the statue is not coming. I misunderstood that, but the egg is coming. Bartram's body is coming. I think 2 wagons would do.
Sounds right. And we have the magic carpet just in case.
Yeah. Okay, so let's... I'm just going to go into your party funds and just withdraw the money, so to speak. So... Oof. How will yous ever survive? 70 gold taken away from 4,390. And then...
And we're broke.
Hmm?
So we're broke.
Yeah, that's one word for it. And then horses as well. Probably better off getting draft horses for the wagon. We'll say 3 horses, maybe. Okay, that's the boring stuff out of the way, so you don't have to go get horses and wagons. And Kuma is here. Perfect timing. Alrighty. Well, with that said, let's get the ball rolling. Last we left off on Ruins of Almuri. Our party venturing from Meadoon and encountering an old tiefling friend, shall we call him, in Gavin, quote unquote lion killer. As I say, encountering him, battling him, fighting him, he showed himself to be quite the difficult tiefling to battle, but nevertheless, you were able to get the better of him. But he did escape. He did just leave, and he was left alive somewhere out there. But with that said, you continued your travels up to. Up from that encounter up to Northport, taking some of the wines from the wagon that was left behind there at the scene, and as I say, arriving back in Northport, dealing just with some sort of inter-party stuff and dealing with the logistics of what's going to happen next. You decided on venturing from Northport on the road to Ardenia, the capital, so Dante could visit his family, and then from Ardenia make the somewhat short journey to Kilmore, a city which you have some, to a certain degree, unfinished business at. It's where Fen and more, perhaps more importantly, his father is located, who originally set you on the path of the lion killer tiefling to begin with, to a certain degree, and being able to give him closure of almost a lifetime of being hunted to a certain degree would perhaps go a long way, and seemingly in quite a sort of respected family. In that of Fenn's family line. And then from there, I believe the plan was to go from Kilmore to Perriard Hill. Although I don't know, obviously you've got a long time to think about in terms of logistics. I know Thoth was wanting to head northeast from Kilmore to the woods up there and investigate the the potential sightings and rumours of Warforged in that area. But my understanding is that eventually you will want to head back to Parrot Hill to, I guess, claim your quote-unquote home that you claimed via non-legal ways, but nevertheless. But yeah, we pick up in Northport, having we'll say that you've got your long rest, so make sure that's all sorted as you sleep the night. So any spell slots, any healing and whatnot. But yeah, the day is yours. You've got your wagons, your horses are ready to go. I don't know if anyone wants to pick anything up in terms of Andros. I don't know if you want to speak to Shana in that sort of respect and see if she is coming with you, or whether we just want to assume that conversation was already had. It's up to you.
We could probably already assume that the conversation was already had.
Yeah.
Probably would have been one of the first things I brought up.
And as I sort of suggested, it wouldn't be difficult to convince her to head back further into land and, potentially and eventually head back to Vetelon. She would welcome that offer. So wouldn't be much of a conversation. It would be you going. So we're heading on foot to Vetelon, and you'd be like, and she'd just be like, yes, I'm there.
Like, son of a bitch, I'm in.
But yeah, other than that, is anyone wanting to do anything before leaving Northport and leaving the Silver Serpent in the care of Freya?
No, I just want to tell Freya to go make us lots
Frida.
of money.
Frida. My bad.
Frida.
Yeah.
Thought I was saying it wrong.
She'll give you a nod and just say, so once we are done with this trip to Hymili, you want us to just pick up work and do what we can to acquire you a mountain of riches?
Yeah, I got the sending stones. We'll talk. I'll talk to some of my other contacts, try to set us up some stuff.
All right. We are losing a lot of hands in terms of you and your friends. Do you think it would be possible, and would you be all right if I took some of the money to perhaps acquire some more experienced sailors, just for further help, but also for protection as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just use your best judgment. People tend to rip your face off if you don't. It's happened before. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, not to you though, Captain.
Nah, not to me. Look at this face.
Indeed.
And he just smiles his crooked gold teeth at her.
You see her physically flinch as you do so, but she'll give you a nod and just say, "I won't look to hire any below par sailors. I will make sure that they're the best of the best and make sure that they're not stealing a living as well."
Yeah, and one last thing. Don't let Leah frick in my room.
I'll be honest. If that man wants to do something, I fear that there's not much that anyone can do to stop him, but I will try my best.
Alright. That's all I can ask, I guess.
Safe journeys, Captain. And as you say, you have the sending stone. If you ever need our help or need a quick pickup, you know where to find us.
Sounds good.
She gives you a sort of firm handshake and gets back onto the ship as everyone is sort of readying the wagons, and she starts barking orders immediately as it seems like she's ready to disembark and get out there as soon as possible. Anyone else wanting to touch upon anything before heading out?
No, I think Thoth would already had the conversation with Isis, and he would have just mentioned to her that we plan on potentially making a detour to a place where a lot of other warforged are at.
Are they the same as me?
I believe so.
Souls
If
refound.
yeah, well, that was a shock for me when you came to life. But I believe if if everything that I've researched is correct, they should be exactly the same as you.
I look forward to meeting more. And I will accompany you on this mission, on this venture.
Greatly appreciate it, Isis. I hope you, and I know you've been doing some reflecting, so I hope this gives you some additional perspective.
I hope so too. I do not truly understand who I am, but perhaps I will find who I am out there. She sort of just gestures out into, nothingness, basically. Just out into the world she gestures to.
I remember when I first left my people, I didn't know much about myself either, and I've learned a great ton just by traveling and reading and meeting other people. So I'm sure you will too.
This is reassuring. You seem so together, like you are certain of what it means to be Thoth, to be you. I look forward to realizing that about myself.
I'm here to aid you on that journey.
Thank you. I will aid you as best as I can.
I appreciate it.
And she basically just follows you, whichever sort of way you're going. She's almost this is her first time going out into the world, so more so she basically becomes a shadow of yours, following close behind, taking in what she can. A lot of the time, getting distracted, somewhat like a child. Not that she is immature, just everything is new to her, and she, as I say, she's just taking everything in, and you almost find yourself vicariously living through her, sort of experiencing someone experience those first things again. Is quite refreshing, but yeah, she follows close behind.
Perfect.
And eventually, in whatever fashion it might be, as Thoth comes out, you all see Isis. And I guess for the party, do you want to describe what Isis looks like?
Yeah, she's she's kind of a small. She's definitely smaller than Thoth. Thoth is like, I think 6 foot something. He's quite tall. Well, Isis is like 5'5", 5'6". She has like an olden warrior's outfit on. Think like Spartan type outfit. She has two like pink afro puff balls for hair. How she has hair, Thoth has no idea. It kind of just formed when she came to life. Uh, she's silver and gold. And she has a cape very similar to Thoth, and then like her whole body design looks like, think of a female version of Thoth that's a little bit tinier, that is wearing silver and gold armor, but like, you can see like the red and gold parts of her body as well.
And I'd say because this is the first time that you've created a Warforged. Not many people can say that they have done, but this is the first that you've made. I'd say that there's also certain imperfections, and one that stands out to you is perhaps not an imperfection, but just something that stands out is through some of the seams around the chest and sort of around that area, you see the glowing of the red the red crystal that you utilized inside, and it just sort of, some of it just escapes. It's barely visible in daylight, but when in a darker room or something like that, there's just the odd sort of just shimmer of red light that glows through. As I say, not really an imperfection, but just something specific to Isis's physical form, I guess.
Happy.
But yeah, as long as no one else has anything to do, the party, along with a large egg, and Bartram's body, of course, get on the wagons. That's going to be a party full of people: Zovian, Dante, Plank, Kuma, Andros, Thoth, Isis, Shana, Bartram.
I have one quick thing I would like to do.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
It's been a while. Could Kuma check on his potted plants that he started growing? I feel like it's been a long time in game.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how they're doing.
As you go in, Gisley would be in there because you had them in the kitchen, right? Correct me.
Yeah, they're in the kitchen.
Yeah. So Gisley, it's basically his home in that place, much as it is yours. He's currently in the kitchen cooking something up, perhaps just something for himself. But as you go in, you do see the plants, and I mean, I imagine that it would have been something that you would have kept an eye on over time. So it's not like this is the first time you're seeing them in months. Though obviously, out of game, it kind of is. But like the plants are looking healthy. You're not sure whether they would be usable. If they are, maybe it's not. What's the word? You wouldn't be able to gather as much use out of it as perhaps you would like. They're not fully grown, but there's certainly some use to be had there. But you are noticing the ones that you had sort of to attempt to make a new type of plant to sort of mix the seeds together. They are creating a strange hybrid of the two plants that you planted.
Okay. I mean, if they're not ready to harvest, he would definitely not touch them. He would kind of just make sure they aren't dry before they go, and just leave them in Gisley's care.
Don't worry, I take good care of them. I know they're your babies.
Yeah, of course you do, Gisley. Appreciate it. Don't know how long we'll be gone as per usual, but make sure no one goes hungry. Hopefully we'll be able to bring back something exotic.
Of course. You always do. And I'll keep the kitchen warm for you. And he gives you like a little sort of friendly wink and smirk.
Well, anything in particular you would like while I'm out? I seem to normally have all the fun. Is there any type of ingredients you ever be interested in cooking?
No, up further north, back in Vlagmos, we heard a lot of tales of landworms, worms that burrowed through the earth, called it their home, and humongous creatures that fought one up in Vlagmos. But the ones I'm looking for are more earthen, more less frozen tundra, more warmer climates. I've always wanted to try one, I don't know why.
I'll make sure to keep my nose to the streets in case I ever hear or smell one. I'll let you know.
I don't know what they...
Bring it back.
Do you know what they smell like?
No, but, I mean, it's a worm in the earth. Can't be too difficult.
True. Do you know what a normal worm smells like?
Oh, yeah, of course. We used to use them to bait the Aarakocras back where I used to live.
Fools. I like it.
Have a good one, Gisley. We'll see you in a bit.
You too, sir. Enjoy your journeys.
That's all for Kuma.
Alright. But, with that said, the venture from Northport to Ardenia begins. We sort of had a slight conversation. A slight conversation in regards to which way you were going to head, and I believe the consensus was utilizing the this road all the way down to here to Pershing, which is this little village here. Well, I guess it's a city. Along the road, past Athuel, and then up to Ardenia this way. But with that said, the journey starts as you begin to travel out of the swamped Northport city and venture down the road again towards Pershing. Is there anything anyone is wanting to talk about on the road or do on the road as you go along?
At the start of the day, could I have used my chef's feat to give everyone a temps HP?
Yeah, absolutely. So how much is that? How much temp?
I am still running around constantly.
Okay. Do you want me to check
opening
your
up
character sheet?
I think it's my proficiency level. I think that's what it is.
Let's have a look. Chef. Special food?
Yes. Yeah, it is my proficiency.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
I can't see it. As part of the short rest, you cook. Blah, blah.
It's the last thing. Creature can use bonus action, getting temporary equal to my proficiency bonus. So yeah, it would be 4.
So everyone gets 4 temp HP.
Nice.
Cool.
Little bento box of food.
How many days was it to Pershing?
On your little wagon train that you've got going on,
Yeah.
maybe a day's worth of travel.
Okay.
Maybe it's a day and a half.
Well, if we make camp, can I do like an hour or 2 of the training?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. As you venture down, you do get to the point where, because you've travelled this road before. This is a familiar road. This is the road that you travelled to Carthmere Ruins. So you pass the Carthmere woods on your left as you travel down. Probably seeing the scene, though slightly altered and different now. You see the scene of where you fought the dinosaur, basically the arcane dinosaur, which looks, as I say, it's different in that there's no huge dinosaur there now. But yeah, it looks like it's been sort of quote unquote tampered with beyond the removal of the dinosaur as you pass by. But with that, sorry.
Am I able to work on my?
So I've thought about this in terms of, because obviously I did allow it last time, but then on the back of that I also didn't allow someone else to do something else. I'm just thinking like what you're working on is probably quite intricate in terms of it would be difficult to do whilst riding. I might change it so it's like let me get your character sheet open. This is for your gauntlet, right?
Yep.
So I think I don't have the note on. Let's say it was every 2 hours, one roll. So I think for the gauntlet, for example, at the moment we'll say that it's 2 hours for one roll, but when you're on the cart, it basically it doubles the time taken to sort of simulate that one more difficulty in terms of trying to do whatever it is you're doing with it, but also the time taken to concentrate more on the work that you're doing, as opposed to, you know, the wobbly shakiness of being on a wagon on a road. So yeah, if you want to work on that, you can go on your character sheet and do so. If you're doing it from Northport to whenever you stop, you'll be able to get 2 rolls in. So if you want to roll those.
Copy. And I'll have Isis help me with the gauntlet upgrade.
Yeah. That'll be with advantage then.
Advantage is shift or alt? Or I
Alt.
just hit on it.
Alt, I think.
Oh, it gives me an option to roll. So
No, there you go.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You feel like with the help of Isis, you don't know if it's just because the mood that she's in, just by extension of being in a new place, getting out, sort of thing, and experiencing new things and the excitement that comes with that. But she's very interactive and sort of she takes to the help quite well. At some points, even sort of pointing things out to you as you work through getting the upgrade sorted. But with that said, that'll be your full day of just sort of head down doing that. As I say, does anyone else want to do anything throughout the day?
Plank would just check in with the ship, you know, every day or every couple days during the journeys. So.
Okay. First day, nothing too much to report. Their journey to Hymealy is well underway, but obviously not there as of yet. And probably is on the end of it about Leofric being a nuisance, but nothing new there.
Sounds good.
On the first day, Kuma probably would have been smoking something just regular like tobacco. But he would have gone up to Plank. First off, asked Plank if he wanted to smoke, which was probably a yes. But hey Plank, would you like to smoke with me while I pick your brain about something?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, no offense, but you're easily probably the oldest one here. Do you have any family, Plank?
Well, that's a complicated question.
It's not like a
Yeah.
yes or no question?
I mean, yeah, obviously I do. Everybody's got a family.
Where's your family? You never talk about them.
Well, I didn't really know much about them until we went to that crazy owl library.
I mean, I wouldn't really be calling my god crazy, but you
Well,
know,
no, he's not crazy. I'm saying, you know, it was a crazy experience. That's what I meant. No offense.
oh, yeah, right. But do you ever want to see them again, or ever think about them?
Ever since we went there, that's what I think about every night.
Where are they at?
I don't know.
Well, seems like if you want to find them, we should put some effort into it. Is there a last name we can ask about, or?
There is.
Here's where we test whether Plank takes notes or not.
Sea Strider.
Hey.
I mean, we're going to the capital. I mean, it seems to be Best place to start, if you ask me.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I guess that's as good a place as any to start looking, but on the other hand, I've lived, I don't know, 50-something years? I can't remember how old I made Plank.
Oh, the herb must be getting to you if you don't remember your age.
I've lived X amount of years without knowing anything about them. You know, I don't have too many more to look forward to anyway.
You know, they probably think you're dead
Yeah,
if it's been that long.
well, I mean, somebody knew about me. Remember that guy who slit my throat?
Oh yeah, I mean, didn't we kill him back at the inn? Whatever happened to why did he want to slit your throat?
Well, actually, I think we let him go.
You did.
Wait, why'd you let him go? It seems like every time we let people go, what's wrong with you?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
We were young and dumb.
Seems like a bad idea right now, if you ask me. But why did he do it? Was it like your son-in-law who didn't like a birthday gift or something?
Hang on, I found my notes now. I can tell you. Hang on, let me read it real quick.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just take a hit of this while search your memories.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see
okay,
Plank
search my
pull out his
memory.
journal. And you notice actually his writing's really big, probably to help with his bad eyesight, but
Damn. Why'd you gotta do that to the man like that?
Oh, that's funny. That's a good one, actually. It's just like 5 words a page is what I'm picturing in my head. You know, it wasn't canon that Plank could even write until you said that.
I didn't say it was
I could have
legible.
sworn you said it. I thought you said at the beginning he couldn't write.
I don't remember. Maybe.
The real character arc all along was Plank learning to read and write.
Honestly, that's the character arc I'm invested in.
I'll be honest. That does sound familiar. I don't think Plank can read or write. Maybe he can read, but I don't know how this works. I don't know how Plank operates.
He's a mystery to everybody.
Yeah.
Anyways, to answer your question, Kuma, I'm not exactly sure why that guy tried to kill me.
And you still let him go.
It has something to do with my family. I know that.
So I just want to step in and give a little refresher because it wasn't really that long ago in terms of the inn and your conversation with him, but it has been in real life. It's been a while. So he actually only killed you because you stumbled upon him. The thing that you're getting mixed up with is in the book, in the Crazy Owl Library, as you so called it. It said that they were trying to find you, essentially, both the Shadow Hands and the Shrouded Eye were both. They were both seeking to find you.
That's right.
Then it was suggested that perhaps your family put you into hiding, and you can't really remember beforehand. So yeah, but yeah, he just tried to kill you because you stumbled upon his in his assassination, the exact thing that he was trying to do, which I mean, he technically succeeded on, but he didn't know that he succeeded doing it. Was that he tried to assassinate the church priest to draw you out. And then he would capture you, but he just didn't realize that you were you when you walked through the door. He just thought he just thought you were like some old guy, so he was like, "Oh, I'll just kill him."
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Convenience.
Boy, he sure must have felt really embarrassed when he got back to the assassin hideout.
It's like you
Right.
ran into who?
Yeah, there was just like some old guy. Oh, what do you look
Well-
like? Oh, you look like Plank.
Well-
What?
Again, like Plank and the person he was before he became Plank are technically two different people in their eyes.
Technically.
Yeah, that was bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
shit! It was
Yeah.
bored all
Bored.
along.
Bord and Plank.
It's not an alter ego. Holy shit.
Oh my god!
But anyways, I just thought I'd jump in just to correct you. Your mind
Okay,
may be old, but I want to make sure that you've got the right info.
I had the Shrouded Eye written down, but I didn't have you said the Shadow Hands was the other faction.
Yeah, they're two opposing factions that seemingly want you. And I mean, we're talking when you were a child, so
Right.
a good long time ago, but nevertheless.
Yeah, so I'll tell Kuma. I'll summarize because I've read my notes now. So I'll summarize my story for you, Kuma, real quick. Yeah, my family ship got attacked by a cult of the Night Serpent. This is all the stuff I learned from the library. And then my family trying to protect me gave me, let's say, hang on. Some shrouded eye guy came in there and got a tiefling to alter my memories so that I didn't remember anything, and pretty much left me in an orphanage, and then I got sold to a sailor. And so Plank's real name is Jaren Seastrider.
You have a last name?
Yeah.
Oh. Kuma takes a big hit of whatever he is smoking. Oh, so what name do you prefer?
I mean, it's like I said, I've been Plank my whole life. I've just found out about this, a couple months ago, months ago.
Probably months at this point.
I mean, you obviously didn't feel comfortable like sharing it, and I don't blame you. But do you prefer to be just kept called as Plank, or I mean, your real names have power.
Yeah, they do. But I think my name's Plank.
Well, if you do change your mind and want to go by another name besides Plank or Captain or Board, it's cool with me. Just know, I mean, if you get any more of those like deep dark secrets, I mean, you don't really have family around, and neither do I. If you ever want to share it, I'm all ears. I'm also nose and eyes, but I'm all ears to listen to you.
It's one of those things. I was fine before I had these memories, and I'm glad I learned them. What's your god's name? Iolus?
Close enough.
Close enough?
Yeah.
I'm glad they showed me these, but sometimes knowledge is painful. Or ignorance is bliss might be the more appropriate saying, I guess.
I mean, it depends on what you do with that knowledge. You can suppress it and never talk about it, and eventually it'll be forgotten, but if you decide to explore it and act upon it, then it can be painful. But then it can also lead to happy memories and better times. It's really what you want to do with it.
I think you're right. I've been putting off thinking about it or doing anything about it for a long time. So maybe in the capital I can pursue it a little bit, see what we can find out.
Yeah, I'll help you, and if anyone smells like you, I'll point them out.
Plus,
Be very
I'm sure
concerned
it'll.
if anybody smelled like Plank in the capital.
Plus, I'm sure it'll lead to us being able to blast somebody.
You know, one of these days I'll learn how to blast someone as well. But I think you got
should,
that
You
locked
should
down.
try it. It's actually a lot of fun. You know, you should convert to my religion, and then I can teach you.
Episode
Think I
57, Kuma finds religion.
think I'll pass on that. I'm quite happy on the path I'm on right now.
I'm just saying, you can shoot lightning at people. All you got to do is believe and, pay a tithe to your head priest.
I could do that, but I would miss out on a couple of other cool tricks I've picked up recently. But appreciate the offer. Maybe Dante be interested in joining the. I don't know what you guys call yourselves. The Stormers, the Stormies, something like that.
Yeah, it's the Stormies.
Yeah, maybe Dante will be interested. But pretty happy where I'm at right now. Let me know if you need anything else, Plank. It was
I
good
will.
to kind of pick your brain about family.
Yeah, and don't forget, we need to do flying practice soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. When we probably during camp, maybe when it's a little darker. Don't want anyone seeing a flying bear and freaking out.
That is a terrifying sight.
For our enemies.
For everybody.
So Plank, I just want to give you a refresher because I've got my notes up from the library. Maybe you can update your notes. So, just to go over them real quick, just a couple of names. Shrouded Eye had kidnapped you, and during that time, an individual from the Shrouded Eye called Drolt. So, might want to note that down. Hired a capable manipulator known as Red, who was a tiefling. That was the person who altered your memory. Elramaya, the elf who slit your throat, he was part of the Shadow Hands.
Okay.
So the Shrouded Eye kidnapped you, but someone within the Shrouded Eye hid you away for whatever reason.
Okay. And my family ship did get attacked by a cult of the Night Serpent, right?
Yes. But
Okay,
that
'cause
wasn't... that was like a recent-ish event.
Okay.
That wasn't like back in the day. That was recent in terms of within the last year or so. It specifically said the last known ship, the Black Bull, a Blackwood ship went missing northward. Their ship was attacked by the cult of the Night Serpent and left to float in the sea.
Okay. So I need to be on the lookout for info on a Black Bull ship.
That's if you didn't already find it.
Oh, did we look at the name of that ship? That you talking about, the one where we fought the serpent god?
Not that one. That was the Night Serpent ship. But there was another ship. There was another ship that you stumbled upon before you found this information out.
Look at Kuma bringing up all of Plank's backstory lore.
If you remember, you found like that little family. It was like the uncle and the child. Plank's like, what the fuck is going on? I don't remember any of this.
No, that sounds familiar. Plank doesn't remember probably, but that sounds familiar to me.
Yeah. And then you captured, what's her name? Raya.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been after you found this information out. Can't remember. I'd have to look at
I
that
think it was
regardless.
after.
Yeah.
Because we captured Raya after we saved Shauna, and we learned about.
Yeah,
We went to the Weird Owl library after Dante got his face ripped off.
Yeah, that was in Everwinter. And then from Everwinter, you done your thing with Raya. And then I think you had Raya, you had captured Raya, and then on your way back to Northport, that's when you stumbled upon this attacked ship. Empty, other than this starving family.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that.
But nevertheless, there's some names. I might just send you these notes that I've got from the library for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then at least then you've got them and you can take the names from them and whatnot. Let me quickly send it to you. I'm just going to copy and paste everything from it. So it'll include other information as well. Okay. Well, that's just a block of text. Enjoy.
That's the best.
Thanks, Dad.
But with that said, the journey continues. Dante plucking away at his lute as he continues to practice it, getting better and better as time goes on. Though I did do the rules, and it didn't get better and better as time went on. It got worse. It went from a 24 to a 17 to a 12. But nevertheless, he's becoming more and more proficient. The first day begins to wind down as you travel beyond Carthmere ruins, making good time and good haste. The weather has treated you well today, and as I say, you continue your journey. And as you let me just get the name of it. For those who are accustomed to the lands of Erevron, you get to where the Itterwood Hills are, known for the locals, at least known for perhaps the clans and clans of turtles that scatter through the hills and call it their home, and can be somewhat ravageous, but not obviously not all of them, but a lot of them are, and certainly worthy to keep an eye out. What is everyone's passive perception? Always a good question to ask, just to keep everyone comforted and reassured.
Plank says 16.
16 as well.
16 as well.
I'm not gonna humor that with an answer.
Okay.
It's also 15.
You don't even need to open your mouth, really. We can all tell.
Zovian's helmet.
If it's not right in front of him, and even sometimes that's sketchy. You can't see it.
Yeah.
So you actually everyone but Zovian. You notice some movement on the hills up ahead. It's difficult to determine what the movement is or who they are. They don't look turtle-esque, but they look quite large, quite bulky, very similar to sort of Kuma in that it's sort of this sort of very just very large build.
Do we know what that is coming up ahead? Has anybody seen that before?
A large person off in the distance? I can't say I've ever seen that before, no.
Should we be concerned?
Depends.
Should one of us go in advance just in case it's a issue, or should we just wait and see?
No.
I mean, I'll go. Kuma just hops out and starts walking there.
This is the best
Um,
course of action.
And
Probably.
Yeah.
and
Probably.
as Kuma's intent is to continue, Andros, your sword begins to give you that sort of sense of danger.
Okay, no. This is... Everyone else would feel it too, since I'm assuming we're all just all near the cart.
Kuma doesn't understand what that feeling is. Keeps walking.
Kuma doesn't understand danger.
He's technically
What is
immune to
danger?
being. He's immune to being frightened. So
Listen, me too, buddy, but I at least know when there's something around that could kill me.
Right. So Kuma's going up ahead. Kuma, if you want to move your token where you would be.
could you then drag me onto the map? I'm still like on the world map.
Oh. I think you're gonna have to. Why does that always happen to you?
Because technically, when I'm connected to the server, it constantly disconnects me and reconnects
yeah.
me. So if I get disconnected during like a scene transition, it just leaves me here, and it never knows to pull me into like the actual map.
Okay. I'm just gonna have
Gotta love
to.
it.
If you you should be able to see it along the top. It's down as encounter dead trees.
Oh, okay.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Encounter, huh? Interesting. I wonder what
Yeah.
encounter is
It could
going
be
to
anything.
include.
You know, you can
Maybe
have
a
social
third
encounters, intellect
Are we-
encounters,
Are we moving north to south or south to north?
north to south.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Around where did the
Okay,
like
you've just flown well ahead.
really? I think I was that far ahead.
So from the wagons around here, the movement that you all saw was probably around over here.
Okay. So Kuma would go to investigate. Start walking that way. Um, he has no purpose of thinking this is dangerous at all, so he's just kind of walking normally.
Okay.
I guess as he's walking, does he smell lavender?
make a perception check.
That is the real question he wants to know. 23 in terms of smell.
23. You do not smell lavender. In fact, you smell You smell fire, first of all. So that sort of burning wood smell, you get that smell off in the distance. The smell that hits you sort of almost like a brick wall is not a very good smell. Someone or something that hasn't washed or taken care of themselves, who probably lives out in the wilds, especially in these sort of lands, this sort of dry, hilly area that eventually sort of ascends into a more sort of moist, almost sort of swamp land, nearly. You get that smell and that sort of what's the word? It's just like a misty smell. It's a musky smell is probably a better word to use. And it's not the nicest. And as you get there, you see someone is about to jump out as this bear-like creature, very familiar to someone of your race, Kuma, as an ursine runs out from behind the tree, axe held up, and is going to jump off the ledge. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Nice.
So, is this the first time I've seen another
This is
Ursaring?
the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
And it's about to try and chop your head off. Oh dear.
Perfect.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going last.
I believe in you.
Like all of us are going last. It's fine.
I gotta. My initiative wasn't rolling. Let me try this.
Jesus.
16.
So Thoth and Andros get my bonus to initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're both at 20 now, apparently.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm a 7.
Thoth. Just as a note, you should have control of ISIS. As we sort of discussed, I have no problem sort of, what's the word? Obviously role-playing ISIS. But I think just for combat, if you want to dictate, at the moment, she has quite a sort of basic layout and isn't the, what's the word? Healthiest. So I don't know whether you want to throw out into the battle right now. But yeah, she has some basic stuff in terms of being able to attack. But as time goes on, she'll be able to, as she sort of alluded to, learn about herself.
Copy.
But with that said, it is this Ursine to go first.
Thoth should have a 20 initiative.
And me.
Oh,
Hi.
sorry.
And Andros. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then I should be up to 7.
Okay. God damn it. So it's a +4.
+4.
Damn.
Yep. Goes up with proficiency, boys.
Andros also has a 20. And then Zovian, you have a 7.
Yep.
Okay, so I rephrase that. Andros, I assume you have a better dex than Thoth?
Maybe not.
No, you don't.
14.
Yeah,
I do not.
yours is
So
terrible. Thoth goes first.
you're goddamn right.
As this creature jumps out, Thoth is gonna move a little closer, and he's going to cast Hold Person on it. You just see Thoth walk up and says, "Stop where you are."
Alright, I'm just getting my epic music on for this bear to get frozen in place. Wisdom save?
Yep, 17.
11.
Oh, he is paralyzed.
Alright.
Rip that guy.
Yeah. The Urson comes running out, axe held high, shield in one hand, just about to leap off the edge of the hill to dive onto Kuma, and just stops in place. Mouth agape, sort of saliva pouring down the fur. No movement.
You'll see Thoth look back to everybody else and say, "Do we want to keep this one alive?" And then he's gonna end his turn.
Okay. I didn't begin combat. With that said, Andros, over to you.
I'll look to Takuma. What do you want to do with your fellow bear man?
I mean, I don't ask you what to do with every tiefling we run into.
Ooh.
No, but I
Back.
assume after like the 5th tiefling you stop asking those questions, but this is the first other bear person we've seen.
I mean, why don't you ask him yourself? It's not my turn.
Turn, what? What are you talking about?
We do speak common. I'm still trying to get my sword out of its sheath. Give me a second.
Okay, I'm so caught you off guard. I'm sorry.
What do you want to do, Andros?
Well, he's just kind of there, and I just kind of feels wrong to just go up and start wailing on him after that.
You would also see
no
another.
No one person attacks 8 people by themselves.
That's true.
You would also see another one that's sort of crouching just over the hill. As you've gotten closer, you can see his head bobbing up and down.
They are very stealthy, I'll give them that. Okay.
You know, despite me, my folks are very proficient in guerrilla warfare.
But you're bears.
Yeah, you're bears.
That's supposed to mean you're,
All right,
you're human. You're a
what you
people.
do? What you doing? Having a fully blown
Alright.
conversation.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I can get up to here. I will in fact. I am a bear now. I will in fact rage on this man,
All right.
and I'll go reckless. Actually, no. I wouldn't even have to go reckless since he's being held, right?
Yeah, you have
Correct. And
advantage.
yeah, you already have advantage. Plus, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So
Because if you hit, it's going.
Yep. It's gonna be disgusting.
yep. All right. Take my
Make
2
it waiting for his
attacks.
turn.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Well,
Oh, that's
it was already a
natural.
crit anyway.
It was
so.
already going to be a crit, yeah. So
Super crit.
roll your damage.
Super crit. Is it gonna go through? Hello?
I can see it.
It's like 20,
Yeah.
20 points of damage.
20.
20 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. My it keeps freezing on me for whatever reason. All right. And we'll go in again.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, that's
Wow.
impressive.
Wow.
Okay.
That is
Wow.
impressive.
Wow.
The dice were like, I know you're gonna crit anyway, but let's help you out.
Basically.
Fucking.
Back-to-back crits.
Yeah. So that's 4d6 plus 3. So whatever this is plus 3, 18. See if I can get my foundry to not be.
Oh, shit.
Another 18 points of damage as the 2 attacks come down, cutting through the fur, cutting through the hide and the armor of the Urson. Blood begins to sort of stain the fur. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'll just keep myself steady and prepared for whatever they're gonna do.
All right. This bear guy, I believe, gets to make another wisdom save at the end of his turn.
He does.
13.
Ooh, he is still paralyzed.
Yeah.
Rip.
That is one word for it.
That's what Andros is gonna do to him when he's done.
You imagine you set up this whole thing only to get fucking paralyzed?
All right. Bear dude number 2 is going to jump out. And he's going to charge towards Kuma. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. Oh wait, I need to hit first. Let's do that. Try and hit you. Does a 22 hit Kuma?
Oh, that hits. I was muted. Sorry.
No, it's all good. That's 16 points of slashing damage to you, Kuma. And as I say, I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. Strength save. A nat 20 for 28.
Yo.
Yo, these are a lot of yo.
As the Urson charges towards you, axe held high, comes in at you, does a decent amount of damage as it cuts into you, and tries to use that momentum to take you down to the ground, just hits into a brick wall, basically, and looks at you and just says, "You're not part of this clan. Who are you?"
In response, Koopa's gonna say, "You're not part of my clan. Who are you?"
And the demeanor of the Urson before you goes from aggressive and just sort of lets go of you and takes a step back. We are us. Who are you?
I mean, hold on. Oh, there's so many funny things I could say.
Do it. You know you want to.
I really wanted to just like quote a Vin Diesel line and say family, but then I was like, no, I can't say character.
I just should do it.
No, say character. I mean, all of us, we are Talon. You attacked us.
We thought you were turtle, but none of you have shells.
Kuma's gonna look at him like, you know your nose isn't for show. None of us smell like turtle.
Well, this whole place smells like shit.
You're living here.
Friend. And reaches a hand out to you.
Kuma. Kuma wants to get a swing on him before he said, "No, we're not even." This is all out of initiative.
Hit me!
But
Hit me!
Kuma wants to swing.
Starts slamming his chest like, come on then.
All right, Kuma's gonna swing. Oh, thank God, he's not gonna miss. 25 to hit him.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay, good. He wants to sort of smack him, not hit him like with the sharp part of the blade, so it's more of like blunt damage. Kind of hit him with like the flat part. As he kind of spits a little bit of blood on the ground. Now we can be friends.
The Urson ahead of you spits down some blood as well, sort of painting around his mouth a bit red, and just sort of goes in for the handshake and hug if you accept it.
Kuba will. He just was talking to Plank about family. This is the first time he's seen anyone that looks like him. So he would accept it.
Plank
Thank
is
you.
in the background charging up electricity.
Then there's just me off to the side with like blood on my sword, like, oh, we're not doing this?
I imagine Plank like has the biggest boner to zap this paralyzed guy right now. Like he is so ready to go.
Plank is literally over here like, just let me, please.
He is foaming at the mouth to let this fire like 5th level lightning bolt off.
As the Urson looks to you all, he says, "We are Itterwood clan. You are Talon."
Yes, that is group's name, not traditionally typical clan, but group of adventurers working together, same cause.
We have problem.
I'm assuming it deals with turtles.
You're smart. Yes, it does.
Oh no, the smart one is he points to Plank.
He looks barely able to hold himself up.
Oh, don't say that to his face unless you like electricity.
As he's looking at fucking Plank about to go Super Saiyan.
He's quite seasoned. Let's just say.
The weak in our clan don't last long.
Exactly. The old and ours seem to be the strongest.
Fair. You must meet our king. Will you come to our camp? Eat with us, drink with us. Even share beds with us if you require.
That's more of Dante thing, sharing bed with people he meets, but eating and drinking, I'm all for it.
What about your family? Looks to the rest of you.
At this point, seeing Kuma be friendly with the Urson, Thoth will say, "Oh, apologies," and he'll unparalyze the paralyzed Urson.
The Urson that you had paralyzed just falls and flops to the ground, pouring of blood, sort of gagging on his own blood, essentially, as he's just been slaughtered almost.
I'm gonna drop my rage and just kind of give him a cure wounds. Like, it's okay, buddy. I'm sorry.
You tried.
As you grab and heal him, he's going to grab your hand and just say, "You're the strongest fucking tiefling I've ever met."
Have you met many?
Yes.
But,
About
okay,
one
well-
previous.
Oh.
Oh.
What was he like? Or
Dead.
she? Oh, yeah. So yeah, that would make me the strongest one that you've known. Yeah. Okay. I'll help him up.
Pulls himself up off you and gets himself to his feet. At this point, a host of Urson begin to reveal themselves as they come out of bushes and trees and all sorts. As you can see, an entire feast of Urson present themselves.
That's a lot of cheap things. Which
yeah.
one's the real cheap?
Well, I just used their token. Don't look too deep into it.
They rotate on the weekdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Both would say that's impressive. We didn't sense that any of you were around.
We are big, but we are quiet.
I mean, not to be that guy, but I sensed them. My sword did.
Do you speak
Kuma
of your
wants to-
flesh sword?
Yeah. I'll just kind of walk away awkwardly. I don't know what to do with this man that I almost killed.
Who is that? And the Urson is going to point at Thoth. A walking statue. You are magic.
I am Thoth.
It speaks.
You didn't hear me. Which one said this?
The one right next to you.
Oh, yeah. You didn't hear when your friend dropped to the floor paralyzed.
I am distracted.
You have to see everything that's going on the battlefield.
Well, perhaps this is why we are losing many of our kin. Come, please, to our camp. Food, drinks, beds.
Well, before we go, Kuma wants to kind of pull Andros to the side, and kind of whisper in his ear, Andros, I'm not quite sure how much you know of my people's history, but typically our kind does not like tieflings. If anyone gives you, stink eye, it's no offense to you, it's more to our past.
I'm a tiefling. Most people don't like me. But thank you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, my race really doesn't like you.
I really don't like me either.
Like, same, we can bond.
Oh, okay, just wanted to give you a heads up.
No, I'm used to it. It's fine. But thank you.
Bring your wagon and horses. We have places to hitch them. We will protect them. And the Urson begin to sort of gesture for you to follow them, and you may do so if you wish.
How long have we been traveling so far?
This is like right at the end of the day. Like maybe it's another half an hour, and you would have been sort of looking to bed down for the night.
Kuma would suggest, it seems for the most part, I don't want to say they could be trusted, but might as well see what they have to mention. Probably, if it doesn't feel safe, we can always just leave and make our own camp elsewhere. But if you guys would humor me, I'd love to hear what they have to say. I haven't seen anyone that looks like me. Pretty much since I left home.
Just your instincts, Kuma. I have no issue with it.
Likewise.
I mean, we're on this life-changing journey together, and it seems like you'll stop, so...
I guess Kuma would just kind of then what's the word I'm looking for? I guess lead right behind them, like bring everyone with them and follow them back to wherever their camp is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you all begin to follow the Urson. Andros, you notice Shauna is a little bit cautious of the surrounding areas, sort of keeping an eye out, and she's just going to lean into you, Andros, and just say, "There's something unnatural about this land."
Yeah. Yeah, something does seem off, but not much we can do right now if we don't know the cause of it, so I'd say we just go with the flow for right now, and we'll probably maybe figure out what it is.
She gives you a nod, and every so often as she passes a tree, she places a hand on it. And there's an attempt of understanding, and then there's like a deep sadness as she passes by it. And I'd say everyone other than Zovian begins to notice this.
You gotta keep the trend. That's what I get for dump staffing wisdom.
But eventually, after about a 10-15 minute walk off the main road, further into the hills, you are brought upon the camp. The Urson leads you. I just sort of threw you down, so I know that's probably not the order you would actually be walking in, but with the wagon, the Urson sort of looks to the fellow bear folk and sort of points back to the wagon and just says, "Bring it in, take care of it, protect it as if your own. We have friends, family, coming to eat and drink with us." And the Urson will lead you into the camp and sort of wait for you to enter.
Kuma would enter. If there's a new map, I'm not on it, but Kuma would enter.
Okay. There we go. It should be up at the top.
Yeah, those will be behind Kuma and everyone else.
Yeah.
And you can see as you enter, there's these hills that they've repurposed as homes. Like, they've dug into these hills, these little mounds. And there's sort of open entrances. You see sort of firelight flickering from within as night does slowly begin to take. And there's many Urson, some that look capable of fighting, and I'm sure as you look at them, you'd probably surmise that as the case for all of them. But there's some that don't look like they are sort of adorned in armor and weaponry. They look just like people that call this their home. And as you all slowly begin to enter, the Urson eventually leads you to the most southern point, past this huge fire with these huge skulls. They look like giant skulls of some kind, as you would eventually pass it, and waits at the entrance to the most southern cave.
What is the map called?
Urson Camp.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that.
I've got it down as all players. You should be able to see it.
Nope. Still show. I'm still on encounter dead trees.
How about now?
Yeah, there it is. That was weird.
But yeah, I mean, if everyone's following it, it doesn't matter too much in terms of going exactly where your tokens need to be in that sense. But they do guide you through, and Andros, as you pass through the camp, as Kuma did warn, there are some glances towards you, sort of nothing that you've not experienced before, but certainly just the lingering look of prejudice, of judgment for actions that, one, you haven't done, or two, you had no control over. And as you sort of pass through, there is just that feeling of just that air of judgment there. But the Urson at the entrance of the cave just says, "The king is in here. He will tell you of our blight. I hope that you can all help us. I hope you can save us and our land."
What is going on with your land? It seems to be quite sick.
Indeed. We suspect the Turtles have warlocks that are twisting this land. We do not know how or why, but it is almost as if they are draining it of its life energy. This land that we live off is dying, and this means that so we are too dying.
That's while we're kind of going in, Kuma would look to Andros and Sharna, with them both being part druidic and magic. We kind of look to them to kind of acknowledge that's exactly what's happening. Do you guys get that sense as well?
Yeah. I sort of get it. I haven't really been, using my druidicness a lot, but if I can pick it up, I know she certainly can.
There is a nod from Sharna, and she says, "I have heard of this sort of thing before, and whereas I draw my power from the land to grow it, to protect it, someone of this nature draws the power from the land to destroy it, to extend their own, to grow their own. It is akin to my type of power, but wrong at the same time."
Kuma would nod, and go into the cave to meet this king person.
Mm-hmm. As you delve deeper into the mound, I will assume that everyone is following,
Yep.
and hopefully this brings Kuma along with us.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Again, I just throw your tokens down, so I guess Kuma, just for correction, would probably be at the front.
That's a big bear.
It certainly is. As you enter the mound, the hall, shall we call it, a rugged carpet and approach to the wooden, twisted throne of this large bear king. He looks quite interesting. There is parts of him that look more, for lack of a better term, human. His face is almost fleshy, but he has this fur that just sort of pours out from a sort of beard point and where his hair would be just sort of extends outward, and his cloak sort of joins that that fur along with it. This is basically what you see.
Cool hammer.
And as you enter, he sort of pushes himself off the chair, and he is incredibly large, spanning over 10 foot tall, and wider than probably 3 or 4 kumas. He, as I say, pushes himself off the chair and brings himself to his feet, and he is slow and sluggish, but he kneels before his entering visitors.
Kuma will step forth, and he would introduce himself. In a way, probably I don't think anyone's ever heard him say this before. But as he approaches, he'll say, "Greetings. The name's Kuma from the Yatahama tribe. I'm
Sorry, go on.
I'm joined by my companions, group known as Talon, led by Captain Plank. I've heard of your plight. I'm interested to hear more."
The king, having sort of lowered his head to show respect to you all, raises his and says, "I am leader of this clan, the Ittlewood clan. I am Biost, king here, and I welcome you. I know your clan, your name, from the vast Garmi jungle, yes?"
That is correct. Far away from here.
"Indeed, but many of your kind have come through here. Tales I could tell of your fierce clansmen and clanswomen."
That could be a tale for another day, shared over for drinks. We can get down to business right away. What's going on in these lands?
"I tell you, but first everyone come, enter, come before me. Talon of Almuri." And the large king bear man clambers back to his feet and pulls himself back onto the incredibly large wooden throne chair, which looks as though it's been sort of handcrafted and created from probably the wood in the local area, as branches twist and grab onto the arm of the chair and almost root themselves into the stone dirt floor. "My clan have told you of our problem, it seems. We indeed have problems with the turtles of the Ittlewood Hills. We believe a druid or warlock curses these lands, draws power from it. We are attacked daily. We have tried to stop them, but many of my men and women die, killed, and turned against us. Living plants wrap around their bodies, and a great sadness envelops the king's face.
How long has this been going on? I mean, I'm assuming there must have been a point where you two lived together, or did like some event happen and everything's gone wrong since?
Ha! We always enemies, but their power has exceeded our comprehension as of late. They have developed powers, spells, magics. 2 moons have passed. Our clan of 100 has whittled down to a clan of 20.
I didn't know it was. Wow, that's pretty bad. These turtles, you believe they're draining? Seems to be the vitality of the plants, the area around it.
Yes.
Seems to be sick itself, using it for themselves. Do you? I mean, I know our race is usually not the biggest in terms of magic usage, but do you know of a way to like reverse that, or it seems to be the only way to stop them is to get rid of them?
I am not aware of such ways, powers, or magics that would fix this. And whether it can be or not is up for people far smarter than I. But what I know is that this land will live longer than I and any of my people. And for it to continue that way, they must be dealt with. If this is the land's fate, if this state is for the land to be at for the rest of its time, then so be it. But I hope not that it deteriorates anymore.
Kuma will nod, kind of sharing his plight of seeing the land being hurt and drained of resources, especially now that he gained some of his strength from being a ranger, which is definitely someone that uses the land as well. Well, when do they normally attack you guys? You guys seem to be waiting to attack us. Are they typically roaming around in packs where we can ambush them? Is there like a base that they have, some sort of?
We believe the origin of this magic is to the northeast, further into the hills, into the rivers. And just to, I guess, paint a picture of this king, as he's talking, he's using a lot of hand motions. Like when he says river, he dives his hand into this sort of river-like motion. And a lot of the words that he's using, he's accompanying it with hand motion and hand movement. But he continues and goes on to say, we set up by the road because travelers suffer worse fate than I at the hands of these turtles. A misunderstanding, I'm sure. We try to protect travelers.
Could Kuma insight check that, as he seemed to be attacked looking probably as close to them as any other person?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Uh, 24.
24. There is fear in his voice. There is acceptance of mistakes, perhaps. But you do not get the sense that he is lying. Perhaps get the sense that they attacked out of fear.
Okay. At this point, Kuma is pretty ready to want to help these people. Some of it obviously because they are the same race of him, but using the land is something that Kuma firmly feels strongly about in terms of having it wither away itself. He doesn't want to speak for everyone, so I will leave this time if anyone else wants to ask this guy any questions that their characters might have before he keeps on talking.
Does Plank know anything about turtles? Like, are they fairly common, or are they seafaring at all?
Roll. Actually, no, I'm not even going to get you a roll because the interactions that you would have had with turtles are people that those are people that would have sort of mingled in the same sort of circles as Plank. So it's not like you would never have had interactions with sort of clans of turtles or anything like that. You've never been the type to mingle with that sort of circle. So from your experience with turtles, they're just like any other race in terms of you get some good eggs, you obviously, according to this guy, get some bad eggs as well.
Gotcha.
But to answer your question, they do often attack at night. We believe their power, though connected to the land, also connected to the moon. Their strength far greater when the moon is biggest.
Well, it seems like attacking them at night probably wouldn't be the best thing. Most likely, if they're the strongest at that point, that's when they'll attack us. I think we should hunker down for tonight. Maybe in the morning, our group can find out a little bit more information on what they're doing. Maybe even completely get rid of the problem for you.
If you did this, we have knowledge. And he gestures to a very crooked-looking bookshelf to his left. Knowledge of the lands that we have collected over our years. We have some art and goods that you could take with you. Some small riches. But the reward for doing this will never be enough for what you will give back to us.
Kuma will nod. I understand. Oh, hold on. I wrote his name down. I wrote his name down as like Bear Roast. How do I actually write his? What is his name? Because I was writing a ton down and you were just talking. What is his actual?
I'll type it out.
Okay.
It's not a difficult word to spell, but obviously, it's certainly not a real name. That's for sure. So I don't. There we go.
I like Bear Roast.
Bear Roast is pretty good. I'm not sure if he would appreciate it. It's Beost.
It's close.
Close.
Similar letters.
Yeah.
Kuma will say, King Beros, I will help you with your problem. Not for riches or any other reason. Not even really because we are akin. It's mostly what they're doing to this land cannot continue. I have a couple of like-minded people who believe that as well, and I'd be honored to at least share some food and drink with you, hear stories, share songs with each other for the time being. From what you've told me, the morning seems the best time to strike. We can at least rest from our travels, learn a little bit about each other.
We do not often have visitors. You can sleep in my halls here tonight. As for food, we have hunted game from far out of the hills and brought them back, collected herbs, plants, fruits from far from these lands, eating animals that have fed upon this land is poisonous to the heart and soul. But our food is far from this land.
I'll definitely help you with that.
The king bows his head, gives you a nod of, quite a firm nod, and is going to sort of raise his hand and in a circle motion with his palm held down, says, "Today, and for the rest of days, this," and he slams his hands on the arms of his chairs. "This is your home. The land belongs to no one. But we belong to it."
I think out of hearing that, Kuma would he'd be left a little bit speechless as those words kind of like echo in his head. They feel very true to him, to the point of he's not quite sure what to say in response to that, but it resonates pretty strongly with him.
As a moment of silence sort of hits the hall, he looks to his right where two sort of bear folk are just sort of chilling at a table. They're in silence, but they're certainly trying to keep to themselves to a certain degree. But the king sort of makes this. I wouldn't be able to make it, but in the back of his throat, almost this sort of guttural clicking noise, which draws the attention of the two Urson, and they look to their king, and he says, "Leave our visitors alone. Give them space and time to talk and rest." And again, through all this giving hand motions, hand movement, and they look to him and say, "Yes, sire, look to you. Enjoy your stay and thank you. We thank you from our hearts." And the two Urson together leave the room, or leave the hall. "If you want time and space, I can give you this room for some time. This is my bed." And he sort of points to a sort of homemade room separator over here. "I will sleep here tonight with you, if you wish. But I will give you freedom for now." And the king pushes himself off the chair and walks past you. And as he walks past you, there's this sort of rumbling as he steps by. "Thank you all, once again. We owe you our life and our land." And the king too leaves.
And as he leaves, Kuma kind of goes over to the table, probably puts down like the large bag that he carries around with him, sort of thinking about the words that the Bear King has recently said to him. As he leaves, he kind of address everyone, which then typically I don't really like to get the party involved with stuff, but anyone who, typically I reserve this for wasting food, but wasting resources of the land is just as bad, and it's not something I can just let go easily. As if no one says anything, Kumu eventually will get up and probably should help them with the food tonight. Make sure they prepare something for Dante's sensitive stomach.
Dante gives you a little a little nod and just say, "We're going to have to talk about your eating habits."
Yeah. Of course. Been saying that since level 3, Dante.
What the hell are
What's-
levels?
what's a level 3?
Terms level 3? What are you talking about?
Nah, I get it.
How do you?
Of course. Alrighty, so Kuma, you go out and go out to the fire and help the other Urson to prepare food and whatnot.
Yeah, see if he can learn something and share any cooking knowledge he has with them.
Yeah, I mean they have some very basic meal ingredients. They have very basic meats. It looks like probably deer or something akin to that. And they have some local herbs that they've likely collected from nearby, beyond this land, as they said. Nothing too exciting, but Kuma, you've worked with far less and created far more, so you're not really too concerned about that. Is anyone, whilst Kuma is sort of making food in a way, is anyone wanting to do anything or say anything or?
Andrus will turn to Shauna, and I guess the rest of the group, since we're all just kind of in a circle. Dude, does this sound familiar to you? What's happening? Like, maybe not personally, but like, have you come across something like this before?
Has both heard anything like this before? Like from a magical sense or in a book or something?
You can make an Arcana check.
He gets an extra D4 for the Arcana checks. So 24.
24. As you have a little think, there's nothing that calls to your mind in terms of previous or historical events. But and you probably would have heard Shauna talk about it. It sort of it makes sense in terms of the logistics behind it. Some people draw their magic from otherworldly beings. Some draw it from an entity within this plane. Some people draw it from the land itself. But what they draw from it, they usually give back. If someone isn't giving back, then it's possible that could just be entirely one-sided. They're almost siphoning it. But nothing of previous historical events calls to you at all.
Copy.
Sean will shake her head and just say, "I've never seen anything like this before, but I've certainly read about them, heard about them. They're sort of horror stories within the realms of Ellen and such nature, so we're aware of it, but never have we witnessed it."
So this is the first for just about everybody. Alright. Well, do you guys really think that the turtles have anything to do with this? Or do you think it's some sort of third party?
I mean, they could be being manipulated by a third party, as you alluded to. I don't think turtles historically have been ones to consume from the land or draw from the land in a harmful way.
It doesn't seem like turtles, but we've come across weirder in our days, so
Yeah, but if they've been warring for a long time and the turtles were desperate enough to need an edge, I can see it. I can see them maybe going to somebody who doesn't mean this land very good.
mhm. Alright, well, Anything else we want to discuss?
I'm should we attempt to get a sample and maybe do some analysis on the dying plants in this region? Maybe it will give us more insight.
Um, I'm sure it couldn't hurt for you and Shauna to go out and investigate some trees, but I don't know how much we could really pick up from it. I'm not really smart in the ways of the druid. I'm kind of still learning everything.
Makes sense. And this can wait till the AM when we have more light.
Mhm.
Probably be safer that way.
Yeah. Mhm.
Alrighty.
But I guess for now, Isis and I will continue to work on my gauntlets while Kuma prepares the food.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Kuma, as you are helping them cook the food, is there anything you're wanting to touch upon or talk about in terms of that, or are you just basically helping them and passing on your knowledge to them?
He's kind of mostly helping them, giving them more lighthearted stories of like his adventures as being a bear, like in a town, and all the awkward things that he has come across and learned. But he's also sort of picking their brains at what's been going on. As I mean, a tribe of 100 to 20 in 2 days is a lot. So seeing as if any of the people around have heard anything, maybe one of them has survived an attack from the turtles, or kind of like that, as he's been helping them.
I may have worded it poorly. What the king meant was 2 full moons.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
So it's been okay.
That was my bad, though.
That's fine. I thought it was in 2 days. I was like, Jesus Christ, they're getting eviscerated
They're
out
getting
here.
fucked up.
These poor people.
Oh, but yeah, he would still be asking if any of them maybe been a part of attack. And also, is it a full moon tonight?
As you look up to the sky, roll a survival check to determine moon.
Is moon big right now or not? God damn it! I got a 14.
You don't actually see the moon. It's somewhat cloudy up in the sky. You see where the moon would be located as the light shines through the clouds. But you would have to wait until they pass to confirm for sure.
Okay, not a problem. But yeah, that's what Kun would be doing.
Alrighty. Eventually, you're able to get the food done, and one of the bear folk sort of pop their head into the mound that the rest of the party are in and just say, "Food is ready if you want to join us."
Well, I'm gonna go see at least what they cooked up before I make a decision.
I mean, I'm like 95% sure it wasn't like another like person. So I'm kind of hungry.
95 sounds high, but I'm hungry too.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
All right.
Let's go join them for dinner.
Everyone heads out to the camp. As I say, the incredibly large fire sort of sits in the center as bear folk sort of sit around it on these huge logs that look like they've called this position their home for some years. But as they sort of see you come out, they gesture for you all to sit around the fire to keep warm and to enjoy some of the food that they've got on offer. All right. As you begin to dig in, the clouds shift, and Zovian, it's mostly yourself that's sort of pulled to it, as you feel the light of the moon sort of shine upon the camp and yourself and your allies. There's something off in this area. It seems to back up what you've been told, but looking at the moon and just feeling that moonlight upon you, there is something cursed.
Well, that's a feeling. Can I just
what's the
drop
feeling?
a divine sense as I look around?
Yeah, you can do that.
You need me to post in VTT for you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know.
It's been a while.
Well, thankfully, people pop Divine Sense every other second in Order of Mamaru, so
Hell yeah.
I'm getting pretty used to it. Okay. You would... And this is sort of flavor. It's not like... I wouldn't take this as the land around you is necrotic or anything like that. But you can tell that it's been affected in such a way. It's been... it's like it's been touched by something necrotic or undead. As you look around, there's some greener parts that sort of that seem detached from that problem or that curse, as they say, but a lot of it is it just pings you as something sort of evil imbued within it.
Well, there certainly is something here.
I hope you enjoy your meals. I hope we can offer you safety.
I mean, if you'd like, I mean, some of us can keep watch throughout the night. I mean, typical for when we're out camping. I mean, this way, more eyes and more noses is better than one.
Yes, we will share the burden. We will share the responsibility of this land. And as the clouds shift and move beyond the moon, you do realize or do see that it's not a full moon, but it's near enough. And Kuma, you would see this.
Kuma would ask, when's the last time those turtles came and attacked you guys?
5 nights ago.
Any type of pattern or anything?
No. Only at night, though. That is the pattern, I suppose.
Are you able to, track them at all, during the day?
Not them, per se. They hide their tracks quite well, but The worse the land gets, the closer to the point of origin, I believe. The further northeast you travel, the worse the land is.
And just to be clear, Adam, we kind of came from northwest. If I'm
Correct.
looking at the map, correct, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Kum will nod, and whenever he is done eating, he'll stand up and, well, before it gets too late, I don't mind taking the first watch.
To cut you off there, Kuma, as you stand
Yeah.
up and as you begin to talk, that same feeling, whether you want to act on it or not, that same feeling comes across all of you, that there is a threat nearby. Andros,
Yeah.
you obviously know that it comes from your blade.
Mhm. And that would the king could also feel it since he's within the range.
Do we know what direction it's coming from?
Nope.
No, it's just like a more like once they get into a certain vicinity, it's just kind of a general feeling of like, oh no.
And I will say, just so we have a course of order, I would like everyone to roll initiative. For serious this time.
Oh boy, super cereal.
Yeah.
Serious initiative rolls only.
Would have in this time Kuma been
Oh
able to take
no.
a short rest?
Yeah.
Just gonna roll
Ooh,
one
that's a
hit
crit.
die as well.
Critical fail.
One initiative.
Both was not ready.
You know, I get 5 people with the aura. I'll take it.
I don't know if my roll came through, but I got a 17 for initiative.
Okay. Let me add it. I'm probably not going to add your thing, Zovian, just because it's not even going to change the course of... actually, wait. Maybe it will. Who's at the bottom here?
Both is at the bottom.
Thoth is at the bottom? No. You're close. But Thoth would... Thoth gets a +4. You know, I'm just going to have to add it to everyone, aren't I? I'll do ISIS for you. Actually, ISIS wouldn't have got it, but hey ho. Andros, does Andros get you +4? Zovian?
Andros is too far away. He's 25 feet from me.
Andros is 25 feet away from you?
What?
And
Aren't you right in front of Kuma?
No, I'm like right over here.
What the
Like,
fuck? That's not
I
where you
moved-
are.
Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
moved in
definitely
front
not
of
where you're
Kuma,
at.
and then I was brought back over here. Oh, now I'm apparently over here.
Okay.
That was weird. Yeah, because I moved in front of Kuma, and then I was moved back, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine then. But no, like, if I'm in front... Oh, God. I'll happily be in front of Kuma, because that's where I wanted to be.
Okay.
Then yes, it would be...
I mean, you just want to eat
Everyone.
in front of me? I mean, okay.
Scraps are just falling on his head.
It's
Man,
mostly getting up from the feeling, but yeah, sure, whatever boats your float.
this very moment wishes I would just sort it out so it does it automatically.
Yeah.
And then Kuma goes to a 21. Right, I think that's everyone. I think. Apologies if I missed you. If it makes you feel any better, a lot of you were going first, so. Alright, so. As all of this begins to escalate, Dante is just going to sort of step forward pulling his firearm, his pistol out, and just sort of hold his action if anything is to appear. Take fire at anything that begins to approach. Actually, he'll... yeah, he's going to get on top of one of the mounds just so he's got a bit of height. With that said, Kuma.
I'm not used to going first this early. What do I do with my hands? I guess he's going to. I mean, he has the feeling, but he's going to do originally what he planned on doing is wherever they normally take watch at, he is going to be, making his way there.
Okay. It would probably be on
like
one of the
front.
mounds.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the front. They kind of watch it.
No, they would like take advantage of the mounds on a nighttime. That is, maybe sit at one of the trees, and the king would probably have been in the process of like pointing at either this tree or this one up here for you to go to if you wanted to keep eye out.
Okay. I guess you will just kind of, as his bare self, kind of go over there and kind of climb up here.
Alrighty.
Do I need to make any check?
No. It's easy enough to climb up.
So I know we're in initiative, but I guess it doesn't make sense to use my action to dash. Yeah, he would kind of just go here and just start making his way to kind of look out and see what's happening.
Okay.
Don't really have any reason to do anything else.
You got 16 passive perception?
Yes.
You see a
And
small...
if it matters, 10 feet blind sight.
Okay. Doesn't matter, just yet. But you do see a small collection of turtles, almost in sort of, formation as they approach. One seemingly leading 4 others. It has this sort of huge scythe in its hand, and it has these sort of spikes coming off of its shell. And it looks angry as it approaches.
I guess as he senses that, Kuma would sort of, I guess, use his action to get behind this tree.
Okay.
And get cover and kind of shout out to the camp. Think I see someone out there. Don't think you guys are expecting any more Ursaring. Think they're all in camp. Someone's here. That's going to be his turn as he kind of uses this tree for cover.
Alrighty. Over to you, Plank.
Let's see. Yeah, hearing Kuma's warning and feeling the heads up from Andros' sword, Plank will start moving towards Kuma, and he will bless.
Huh.
Everybody's so surprised when I bless.
You know it's bad when the DM laughs.
There's nothing to blast just yet.
He's got to do something.
Gets his cleric duties out of the way early.
Dramatic orb is non-concentration, so I'll bless Zovian, Thoth, and Andros.
I am blessed on this day.
Alright.
Bless.
Zovian, Andros, and Thoth.
Yep.
Alrighty. You 3 get a D4 added to attack roll saving throws. Anything else, Plank?
No, that's it. I like it right here. I feel protected.
Alrighty. Zovian.
Right, well, I guess this is happening. So Kuma said we got people coming, so I want to try to make my way up, I guess, to this little rise if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to make a check or anything
No,
at all?
you're good.
Okay. And now we said my Radiant Soul was now bonus action, yeah?
Correcto mundo.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and get Radiant Soul and then hold an action to strike at whatever comes near me.
Alrighty.
An enemy. I will clarify.
Okay, good shout. Yeah, so the wings sprout from Zovian's back as you hold your longsword in hand. That is over to Thoth.
Copy. Do we still have our temp HP from this morning's meal?
I believe you do.
Yeah, it doesn't go away unless you're taking a long rest.
Thoth is gonna follow in Zovian's footsteps, and he's gonna go up here, but he's trying to get like kind of not right by everybody, just in case enemies come from a different area. And then he's going to hold he's going to hold an action for Shatter.
Okay.
And as soon as he sees a group of enemies together, he wants to release it on it.
Like this one?
Sure.
Like that one? Yes.
Sure looks like one.
How
Can we actually see
convenient.
them right now?
Yeah, you can see them.
Oh. Well, then I guess I would just use Shatter
Yeah.
instead of holding an action. All right. I didn't think we could see them yet. All right. So
All
I'll just cast Shatter.
Yeah, could you post it in chat? Just makes it easier for me to roll the saving throws.
Yep. And it should hit all of them.
Yeah. I would say so.
Bad damage. Would be 6 points of damage, half of the save.
Only one saved.
Oh,
The rest failed. So that was 6 for that one, and then the rest take half, which is 3. Because it leaves behind quite a large boom as it goes off, shall we say. And as it goes off, you see them sort of react and flinch to it as they sort of hold their hands up for a moment. The one leading the pack, so to speak, holds its scythe and points it towards you, Thoth.
Copy. And Thoth will just make a hand motion, saying like, "Bring it," and they'll end this turn.
Alrighty. Andros.
All right. Move up with the squad. Can I see them from where I am?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna mix it up a little bit. Because I'm still exhausted, so I can't move as far as I would like to. But I'll cast Entangle on all of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah,
place that down?
fancy.
If you cast it, it should ask you if you want to place a...
Yeah.
Feeling a little druidic today.
Druidic today. Yeah.
Is it letting you place one? No?
It is not letting me place one.
20 foot area of effect. Square.
And I'll kind of put them more towards like the back of it, so if they keep coming this way, they'll have to go through all of it.
Okay. That is approximately 20 foot. I've made it a bit weird. Okay, so... Oops. Okay. So like that?
They would be like in the back middle. Like, yeah, like right there. And so if they kept going forward, they'd have to march through all of this.
Okay, so is that alright?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Coolio. So yeah, the what does that look like as you cast the spell?
I just imagine that mine just kind of mimics the area that it's around.
Mhm.
So like a bunch of like dead or like kind of like the trees, like miniature versions of the trees come out of the ground.
Alrighty.
And it's all just dead and tingly and gross.
They do need to make strength saves, so let's do that. Okay. Front one rolls a 15, which I think just saves.
Yeah.
And let's try these guys. That is a 14 for the one behind them. Whew. 17.
Stop rolling so good, please.
Sorry. There you go. 11.
Hey.
Natural 1. Okay, so the ones with the better strength score fail. Amazingly.
Yeah. They're restrained then.
Yeah.
And then that whole area is difficult terrain.
Nice. Okay.
And then I'll just pull out my sword and get ready for when they get close.
Alrighty. We have some bear folk. Who I'll just get through real quick. Let's move him up there. He'll hold his action. This one is going to accompany the king. As will this one. Over to Shauna. She's somewhat worried about different directions. She will get to the middle of the camp just so she can see both sides, basically. And I guess in good old Shauna fashion, she'll cast Flame Blade as the bonus action. Create a blade of fire as it's conjured. And that will be her turn. Okay. A turtle is going to climb up the mound, which Dante would see at this point. So Dante will loose a bullet.
Everyone came over here and let Dante to die.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That is 7 points of piercing. Their armor is incorrect. That's not great. Natural should be. No? Uh-oh. Okay. So that's the first strike, and then the second attack. Actually, no. You just get one when you hold your action. I don't do this.
Depends on. I feel like you've gone back and forth with that ruling, so it's really up to you.
Let's go with 2. That just hits, and that is another 7 points of piercing damage as the 2 blasts from the pistol goes off. The total druid is struck by the attack and is going to use Nature's Wrath as the druid total raises its hands, and the moon begins to sort of, almost as if it's shaking in the air, and then a strike of lightning comes down from the clouds above towards Dante. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Goodbye, Dante.
Which hits. And that is 10 points of lightning damage. Alright, this guy who is restrained, who will continue to be restrained. Let me double check something. Can you attack whilst restrained? It's with disadvantage, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. This total will
It's just.
still attack. Oh, actually, wait a second. I'm gonna attack twice with that, so the other one will attack Dante again. Would have been a miss. Okay. So this one is going to step forward and once again, utilizing Nature's Wrath, call upon. This time, it's going to be thunder damage towards Andros, as a strike of thunder envelops the area. It'll be with disadvantage, though that's a 2, so that's 2 2s. Nice. And then the second attack, again with disadvantage, is an 8 to hit you, Andros, as the blast of thunder twice just goes off around you. You're able to just sort of dodge out of the way of this sort of concentrated attack. This one is instead going to use its action to try and break free of the entangle, which I believe it can. Needs to make a strength check against your DC, and it's going to fail again with an 11. So it continues to be restrained, and it doesn't really have any bonus actions. Another turtle, this time again behind Dante, is going to pull up, shall we say, and is going to attempt to cast Hold Person on Dante.
Yikes.
Ooh. Thoth, he's using your move.
Yeah.
Such a good move.
Oh. Dante with the natural 1.
Oh.
I'm going to use. How far is Dante from me? Hold on.
Would he like to use luck?
So he can get another one.
Yeah, I think Dante would roll luck in this situation. Perfect. So let's try that again. This time, it's an 18. Dante is not paralyzed, thankfully, as that could have been some bad news.
Luck is useful.
Only when I'm rolling it, apparently. Okay. Another turtle reveals itself through the gap. It is just going to go for a random attack against Shauna, I think. Or 2 attacks, I should probably say. First one will be a miss. Second one is a natural 20.
Ooh.
So that is 4d6. That is 15 points of, we'll say, thunder damage again, as the blast goes off around Shauna. We will get through these totals eventually. I do apologize.
One of these years.
Yeah. Okay. Another turtle reveals itself. This time further to the north. And is going to go towards this chieftain with its, this time with fire, as it calls upon Nature's Wrath and unleashes this fire towards the bear folk. That's a 21 to hit, and a that second one's going to be a miss. First one hits though. That is 10 points of damage to the bear folk. Thoth, Kuma, Zovian, Andros, you see another one approaching, but it used its action to dash around to that point. And that is its turn. Oh god, I've got all the bears now. Okay.
So many bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. So many.
It's going to use action to dash. I'm just going to move them all into position. Dash. Oh, didn't mean to move there. Okay, and then these two are going to go with their king.
Praise be.
Oh, let's not forget about this guy. Actually, that left side's not getting much love, so it'll go over next to Dante. Okay, that's 2 bears in range of fighting. So let me roll some battle axe attacks. Just 2. That's a miss. That also is a miss. Oh man. Alright, we're up to Isis. Is there anything in particular you want Isis to do?
Yeah, she's going to attack the torso that hit Dante. Let's see what the range of javelin is. It's 30 feet, right? 30 feet, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, 30 or 120 with disadvantage.
Yeah, she's gonna move up a little bit. And then attack this turtle down here.
Okay.
Javelin.
Whew.
17 at 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That hits.
Does
Oh.
4 damage.
4 points of damage, but as the javelin flies through the air, sort of under the tree, it strikes the turtle as it sort of falls back onto its hind legs. Its back leg. Hind legs?
And then she's going to back up this a little bit and in her turn.
Alrighty.
Wait, does she actually have multi-attack? Before it makes 2.
Yes.
So does
Good
is the
shot.
javelin a part of her arm blade, or is that something different?
Now we'll just say she's got a couple of javelins.
Okay, then she'll do another javelin attack
Okay.
from the same position. $16?
16 hits.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. That one's looking pretty bloodied as both javelins strike into it. It's looking rough.
Yeah, you see they kind of just launch like a harpoon directly from her arm as she's getting used to this new body of hers. And she pissed them straight in the chest, and she'll back up a little bit.
Nicely done. This turtle is going to step up, obviously half movement due to the entanglement, is going to fire off with its crossbow towards Andros. That is a dirty 20 to hit for 4 points of piercing.
There goes my temp HP.
Yeah. Is Entangle a concentration? It is.
It is indeed a concentration.
Roll a con save for me.
That's a 20 altogether.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeet.
This scout will also step up and release a crossbow bolt towards, we'll say, Thoth. It's the most direct line of attack it has. That is a 22 to hit Thoth.
Thoth will will cast shield. So this AC goes up to 25.
Alrighty. As the bolt comes flying towards you, you cast shield. It deflects the bolt and just sort of lands onto the ground beside you. Another... Oh, that's the wrong tool. Another turtle will appear as this army of turtles come at you. Again, another crossbow attack, this time against Dante. That's an 18 to hit for 6 points of damage. Oh. Another attack against Thoth. 15 to hit, which I imagine misses Thoth.
Yep, misses.
And the final one, stepping up. Actually, is just going to stay down there, but will attack the bear folk. Uh, 16 hits for 9 points of damage. Now the witch doctors. This one is going to use its bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon. It's going to be on Kuma, where it appears.
Probably don't get a bonus to AC because it's a spiritual weapon hiding behind this tree, I'm assuming.
No, I'm afraid not. Let's just use a
Oh,
mace flying around. It already rolled though, and it rolled terribly, so it was an 11 to hit, which I imagine again misses Kuma.
Yeah, just hit some bark.
As this sort of necrotic-looking scythe appears beside you, sort of swings down, you hug against the tree as it does so, and you dodge the attack pretty easily. It is then going to use its action though. To cast Sacred Flame on Andros. So Andros, I need you to roll a dex save, please.
I can see it, yeah?
You can, so you get advantage, yeah.
Yes. Thank you. It could have been a lot worse.
Could have been. You still get hit by it, though.
Yeah.
Got a 16. With my aura.
Oh! The 16 saves, so you take no damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bam.
Goddamn auras.
So smarmy.
Alright, another witch doctor is going to appear. This time...
I think Dante needs some help over there, guys.
Yeah. This time, as it charges towards Dante, it is going to use... Ooh! I never get to use this as a DM. It's going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Plank
Johnson's
doesn't
not
know
going
what
anywhere.
that is.
That is no good for him.
But it's cringing and Plague's just like, what?
As the turtle chases and runs up towards Dante, this sort of necrotic steam rising from the ground around it and sort of surrounds him as the Spirit Guardians is cast. Will not do damage right this second, but at the beginning of someone's turn, it may. Well, it will. And I believe that'll be that witch doctor's turn. It is the Bear King turn, who's just going to turn and say, "Fight for your lives. If need be, come to the halls. Last line of defense." And is going to run towards his halls. And just for ease,
10-foot tall bear man.
Yeah. And just for ease, I'm just going to move the rest of his crew with him as
Oh.
well.
Okay, great.
I just imagine the shared look between all of us.
We're just
This
like,
is why
oh
we are
yeah,
losing this battle.
he's gonna tear this up. Good luck, everybody.
Fucking hell. Alright, at the beginning of Dante's turn, remind me, Spirit Guardians of Wisdom save, yeah? Okay, so that is a Wisdom save on Dante's turn. That is a fail. And that is 13 necrotic damage to Dante. Dante, oh.
Dante, how you feeling, buddy?
Really hurt. Dante is going to use his I think he's just going to use his action to disengage just to be safe. Now it is difficult terrain, so that's 10 feet. Going to move back here behind the tree and just take cover behind it. He's going to use his bonus action and just say, in very Dante fashion, in the most inspiring way possible, we'll look to Plank and just says, "Do something."
Yeah.
And that will be Dante's turn. Over to Kuma.
Okay. Kuma is going to, because it is a little hard. Man, my foundry is really messed up right now. I don't know, 5, 20, 25. Hold on. I have to use like your stream to. Okay, good. So I can attack someone there.
Yeah.
If
So
you
you're
can see what my
blind?
foundry looks like, it's I can see stuff, but like in front of me, I can only see the witch doctor. I can't see his enemies. I see about 6 of the totals out of the 20 that are really on the screen.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, by
so
all
he's going
means, use the stream.
yeah,
Adam's founder really just doesn't like you.
it's foundry as a whole. He's going to move here. Change his fighting style to. He's going to drop his blind fighting and
Okay.
go to great weapon fighting.
Okay.
And he is going to give himself plus. Oh wait, no, this is a target of my choice, so I can only do this to someone. Okay, I think I know what he's going to do. He's going to give himself the ability to use dash or dodge as a bonus action.
Okay.
Um,
What does this look like, by
Actually-
the way, as you sort of change your stance?
so as Kuma kind of comes from behind the tree, the black feather, Bartram's feather, kind of changes from black to white. As you see Kuma sort of hold his sword a little bit higher as he is rushing to this one person to attack him with all their might. And I'm actually changing my mind. I'm just going to do my next attack does an extra 1d6 of damage.
Okay.
Because as he's going over there, he's going to activate his fighting spirit and attack this guy at advantage.
Alrighty. Yeah. You get 10 HP from that as well, remember?
That's in that 20.
Oh.
Ooh.
All your dice are doubled, including that extra d6.
There is so many dice being rolled because I have great weapon fighting, so I can't roll 1s and 2s. I just roll
Oh my
like
God.
5
What
pairs
is
of
going
dice.
on?
There's so many dice being rolled.
Hold up.
It was just spitting out d6s as if it was like nobody else's business. Okay. So that is 29
Plus-
points of damage.
plus
Sorry,
2 more d6s.
39 points of damage. You kill this guy in one hit. As you approach, you just swing your blade at him in the head of the turtle. For a second, you think it just retreats into its shell, but no, it falls onto the ground, as does the rest of its body.
Nice. Okay. Guess as he does that, he's going to take a step up on that dead portal's body and
Okay.
attack the other one that's to the northeast.
So you are stepping onto entangled land.
Yeah, so it's difficult terrain, but I don't think the save only happens when you cast it.
I think so as well. I'm just double checking. A creature in that area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. A creature. Yep, you're right. It's just difficult terrain.
All right, he's attacking this other turtle.
All right,
Attack.
with advantage again.
Yes. I think it was a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Oh, damage is already there. That is 16 points of damage. This time, not killing it outright, but doing a decent amount of damage as blood begins to pour from the wound. That one is looking real rough already.
Okay. I think that's just going to be my turn. Yeah. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Plank, you are inspired by Dante. What do you wish to do?
All right, so anybody who's looking at Plank will notice kind of Holly Berry vibe as his eyes go white and storms all around him.
Wow.
I didn't mean to roll that, but he casts Storm Sphere.
Alright, where are you casting it?
Over
Is
here.
this a
as
new
soon as I-
spell? New spell?
Oh
As
shit.
soon as I figure out how to do it.
So on the left hand side, you've got like the L-shaped measuring tool.
Yep.
Click on that, and then you've got the circle. It's a sphere, and then just measure it out to 20 feet. You'll have to delete it and go again.
Oh no.
Oh no, what's he
no.
doing? Oh god.
It's 40 feet.
Oh, it's his area of effect 20 feet.
20. Well, it's a
20
20
foot
foot
radius.
radius. So
Yeah.
40 foot diameter.
Yeah, so you would measure out to 20 feet like this. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I assume you want those three in? Or do you want the
I want
witch
those
doctor in?
three in.
Oh, you can get them all
yeah,
in.
Right. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And I'm casting at 5th level, by the way. I said
Battle
4th
of
level,
the
but it's 5th
Spheres.
I assumed you were.
Yes.
Okay.
level. Y'all want AoE?
Describe to me and describe to the party what the hell this looks like as you go for it.
Okay, so like I said, eyes white. I already got white hair, so that's good. Any clouds in the vicinity of the area are just like coalesce, like swoop down to form this condensed little storm. And yeah, it's just like rolling with lightning, and it looks scary. So everybody in it, it's difficult terrain. They have disadvantage on, I think, checks to hear stuff, perception checks made to listen.
Okay. They probably don't have the ear to the ground too much right now, but
No. And they all have a strength saving throw to take.
yeah, which I've made for all of them. The witch doctor succeeded with a 19. The other three failed with a 9, 7, and a 4.
Okay, so they all take 3d6 since it's at 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to did that other roll do the damage?
Let me have a look. It did, but it rolled it all. Oh no, that was to hit, because you've got another feature of it where you can like attack from it as well. So roll 2d6 for me.
3d6, right? Because it's 5th
3d6. Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Is this a homebrew spell?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'll take 3. I'll take
Oh
that.
my god.
666. Yeah, that's blank alright.
Plank's like, oh,
Maximize the damage.
do I use my feature to do max damage? It's just like, no, I'll just roll max damage.
I'll just maximize the damage regardless.
As the storm sort of surrounds them and sort of bits of earth and just branches just begin to spin and in this area, the one on the most southern point of this spell dies. as it's battered and bruised from all of the nature of the spell. The other two are looking hurt as this spell takes hold, and I believe as a bonus action on each of your turns afterwards, you can like attack from it, and you roll the attack with advantage. So just keep that in mind.
Yep. And bless drops on everybody, by the way.
Okay.
There it is.
It lasted a while.
You had your one turn. It's over.
Yeah.
One turn.
Yep.
Can I use my bonus action to make the attack with it on this turn, or is it the next?
Let me just double check. I think it said like afterwards, but you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to call it. No, sorry. So yeah, you could use it now. It just says on each of your turns. So
Okay, then yeah, I'll bonus action on the witch doctor.
okay, your attack is made with advantage.
Jesus.
If the target is within the sphere, which it is. So roll your attack with advantage. If you hit, you do 4d6.
Let's
5d6.
storm sphere. Okay, there it is. Advantage.
A 21 will hit, so roll 5d6 for me for the damage.
Oh,
Yikes.
What
Jesus.
the hell was that?
I just hit roll damage, and that's what it did.
Okay, so it's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
As within the storm, just a lightning bolt just slams down towards the witch doctor, and then from then on out, you all just begin to hear the sound of thunder go through this area.
Oh my god, I'm screwing everything up. Okay.
I believe.
And then I'm just gonna move. Just a little bit farther away over here.
Okay.
That's good.
With that said, Zovian, though you hear the storm behind you brewing, it looks like a thing that Plank's done, and looks like he's dealing with it pretty well. So, what do you wish to do?
You know, I think Plank's got that handled.
Main character
I'm
syndrome
gonna-
and all that.
Yeah, apparently, shit. So I'm gonna fly up 10 feet, just
Okay.
to keep Andros in my aura,
Mhm.
and I want to go ahead and I'm gonna do a 3rd level moonbeam on these turtles.
Hell yeah, brother.
The
Yeah,
ones to the east. These ones over here.
Yeah, these little guys.
Alrighty.
Wicked.
I'm just gonna move this guy because I can't see Kuma. There we go.
Alright.
So what is? It's like a 5x5 or something, is it?
It's a 5-foot radius, so a 10-foot diameter cylinder.
Cool. 10-foot radius.
5-foot radius.
5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I ruled it that you could like pop it in the center to hit
Mhm.
multiple people. So whereabouts are you wanting the radius to go? Keeping in mind that the two at the back, so these two at the back, are restrained. I can't remember what
Yeah.
sort of check it is. If it's Dex, they would fail automatically.
It's con,
Con.
unfortunately.
Okay.
I do want to get the witch doctor in there. If I can fandangle it to get these 3 in, I would
No.
love to do that. No, I
No.
tried.
So it's either the front one, which that one has been hurt by Kuma, or the one that's not really been hurt at the back.
I'll do the front one. Why not?
Okay. So it's a con
Yep.
save from both of them.
Yep.
Let's do the witch doctor first. Con save. That is 13 for the witch doctor.
Else.
And then for the total at the front, the total scout, that is a 12. So they both fail.
Sweet. 3d10 coming at them as soon as the dice want to roll.
3d10.
3d10. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess D&D Beyond's decided it just doesn't want to do this. So
Yeah.
fine. I'll do it myself. Never mind, now it does it. Yeah, because Radiant Soul gets to be added onto it.
Oh lord, 24 points of damage. Okay. 24. The one at the front, as the moon, as the moon that's in the air currently, sort of beams down this light, this concentrated light. The one at the front just dies, falling limp within the entanglement as it sort of tangles up in the vines. Yeah, that one is dead. The witch doctor is hurt and bloodied, but sort of lets out this sort of. That is my turtle impression.
You tried your best.
Yeah. I gave up halfway through, but let's go.
Hey, yeah, it's alright, it's alright. And that's gonna be... I think that's gonna be it.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Alrighty, Thoth, get me away from this embarrassment.
What is Dolph going to do? I think he wouldn't want to leave Isis by herself once he see those enemies come over there. He figured Andros and Kuma and Jovian has it, so he's going to move 30 feet, and then he's going to. So question: do I have advantage as well, or was it just Plank who has advantage?
It's just Plank from that particular attack that has advantage.
Copy. Yeah, he'll cast a chromatic orb at the witch doctor,
Alrighty.
and it's going to be. Feeling inspired by Plank, it's going to be lightning.
Alright.
There we go.
Plank is slowly turning people to his god.
I
He's
mean, when you see
trying.
the deeps that he puts out, I mean,
Nice.
it's looking kind of appetizing. I might
Can't
switch.
blame him, yeah. 19 hits.
Is there an Oath of Storm or
14
Paladin?
points of lightning damage.
Yeah, as you focus the gem in your hand and strike out towards with the chromatic orb, it strikes the witch doctor as he sort of falls back, delving deeper into the storm as he does so.
Copy. Is there anything else I can do? That's all I got, honestly. Yep. That'll end Thoth's turn. As he's trying to get the Rich Doctor's attention, try to get him to attack Thoth instead of anybody else.
Okay. Andros.
Okay. This is quite the conundrum. Because I'm still exhaustion level 2, so I can't move as far as I would love to.
Just believe in yourself.
I do, but that's not really helping me. But great minds do think alike, because this is what I was gonna do. I am going to fucking moonbeam somebody.
Fuck your Moonbeam in particular.
Yeah, let's see. This is the one that decided to hit Shauna, yeah? This guy down here?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to moonbeam him. So, Entangle disappears.
Whoops, that was the wrong. There we go. Entanglement disappears and appears. Oh, there you go. You've got it yourself. Perfect.
Yeah. It's a little bit too big, but
It's all good. We get the idea.
just the center is what I'm aiming for anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Another
So, yeah.
con save for him. Well, another con save.
Jesus. On the bright side, we find that these turtles are not shapeshifters.
Yeah,
we have to save Dante.
They are not shapeshifters. That one rolled a 6, so takes full damage. So if you want to roll your damage.
Delicious.
Oof.
Give.
Nice.
19 points of damage as the beam from the moon sort of strikes down, rippling around the surrounding area. He sort of flinches and ducks down for a moment, shielding his eyes, his face. He's looking hurt.
Right. Okay, no, ignore that. I forgot to switch. I'll move my half movement, my 20 feet, more towards this way, and start offering more stuff over here. Since I'm pretty sure Kuma has all of this handled, uh, and I can't get up in the fight right now, so I'll offer my support.
Alrighty. Okay, where's this guy? Oh, all the way up here. Okay. You'll get up in the face of this one and throw some attacks out. That'll be a battle axe attack. That is a hit. Strength save. As the Urson sort of charges towards this turtle, it fails its strength save as the axe comes in and strikes against the turtle, dealing 13 points of damage. It is also knocked prone, and the Ursine will attempt to bite down on it as it is down there, made with advantage as it's prone. That is a dirty 20 for another 13 points of damage. That one is looking rough as the Urson just chops it down, takes it down to the ground, just takes a bite out of the shoulder. And that is over to Shauna. Dante looking rough. You have your healer with you now, so she'll just cast a cheeky, we'll say a 3rd level healing word towards Dante.
Well, baby, I miss you.
That is 12 points of healing for Dante. Not the best roll, but still good. And then... Ooh, that looks like it'll be a fun combo.
Here we go.
She's going to reach out a hand, cast Thorn Whip. What is the range on that again? 30 feet, is it? Yeah. So let's get within range of that. Okay, one more square. Yeah, she's going to cast Thorn Whip on the turtle down there. Oh, that's a natural 20. I was hoping that the Thorn Whip would pull the turtle onto the wooden spikes, but the Thorn Whip just kills it outright. So I guess it still gets pulled onto the spikes, but it's just a corpse at that point. As Shauna takes out one of the turtles, it is the turtle's turn. This one moving round towards Kuma. And it is going to claw you twice, I believe. Can't imagine a 6 hits you, Kuma.
No, a 6 misses.
I can't imagine an 11 hits you.
No, not while Kuma has the glow right now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, Kuma's on a glow up.
He's got the glow.
With that said, this one's going to conjure fire in its hand and fire it towards Kuma, and with a natural
Wait. Oh, okay, that's cool then.
And then it's gonna try it again. So by all means, if you want to do something,
Nah.
that's a natural 20.
It's perfect. It's exactly what Kuma wanted.
So that is 46 damage.
Poor Turtles doesn't know he's about to activate Kuma's trump card.
That is 13 fire damage towards you, Kuma.
Kuma is going to absorb elements just to hit him with his own.
What a mad lad.
As the fire hits him, and some of it seems to just like transfer into his sword.
Not terrifying at all.
So it's 6 damage in total?
Yeah, it's, let me double check. 13 to 6, yeah.
Okay. Just cast it, use the spell slot.
Good stuff.
Yeet.
So your next attack does an extra d6 of damage of the element. Cool. This total.
Next attack.
Yeah, it's the next attack.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was all attacks or next attack. Yeah, it is next attack. Okay.
This total, who is in the storm, I don't think anything happens at the start of its turn. It is just
No, ends its turn there.
difficult terrain. Okay. Well, it's going to get the hell out.
Coward.
And looking through the camp is going to cast. No. What's the range on hold person? 60 feet. Plank being the immediate threat isn't really within range. It's just going to cast hold person on this bear here. Well, would you look at that? Saves. Total. No luck. Yeah. Now the hold person going out to the, for lack of a better word, bear chieftain. So that's a whiz save. Oh, he's pretty wisdom. He's pretty wise. He's pretty wisdom. Yeah, he's able to save, no problem. And finally, this one will just strike towards the Urson in front with 2 bear claw attacks. That is 1 hit for 4 points of damage, and the second one misses. And it is the bear folk turn, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks on this guy. So battle axe. That's 1 hit, 11 points of damage. Miss. Miss. So it's 18 points of damage total. This one will also attack this guy. Points of damage. And this guy actually gets hit by the Spirit Guardians. Whiz. Succeeds. Takes 9 points of necrotic damage. Okay, over to Isis. As chaos basically begins to envelop most of the battlefield, storms going off in one direction, and spells and all sorts going off in another direction. What does Isis wish to do?
Isis will once again back up a little bit. Well, she's gonna attack first. She's gonna attack the Witch Doctor Tortle and try to defeat him. So she's gonna do 2 attacks for javelins.
Ooh. Bam, bam.
First one's a 16.
16 hits.
And that will be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
And the second one is 12.
12 misses. As the javelin flies over into the storm.
She's gonna back up a little bit. Probably get right here.
Alrighty.
Isn't Spirit Guardian's
And
concentration?
in her turn.
Let me double check. I don't think it is. Nope. It is not.
Oh.
Oh wait, I'm
I
looking
see.
at spiritual weapon. Hold on. It is.
Oh.
Sorry, bear with me.
Oh.
Bloody spirits. Con save.
They always are.
Yeah. Good job you mentioned it.
Spirit Gardens.
Did he fail?
Rolled an 8.
Oh,
Fucking lose. Damn.
They are not having good luck, I'll tell you that much. They're
These
not
poor
doing well.
turtles.
Yeah. Alright. After which, speaking of totals, another pile of them will go, though some of these are dead, so... this one is also going to step out the storm, but honestly, beyond that, it's probably not going to be able to do much. You can move down here and take a crossbow attack against this this bear folk up here. That's a 7, that's going to be a miss. Oh, this is the prone one who's going to stand up and attack towards the Urson with its quarterstaff.
Whack.
Oh, that's going to be a hit for 7 points of bludgeoning. And that's going to be another crossbow attack by this one. Oh, finally gets to add his sneak attack damage. So that is 24 points of damage to this superior Urson over here. And now it is the Witch Doctor's turn. Zovian, you are connected to the moon more than most in this area. That cursed feeling is exaggerated for a moment. As everything goes dark.
Oh.
I'm in danger.
I don't like this.
I need everyone to roll wisdom saving throws, please.
oh boy.
Yep.
Plank is
Definitely
in the
danger.
aura.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, never mind. Haha.
Not bad. Not bad.
Hey, Andrew's over here like, fuck you.
Man, Isis
Holy
got
moly.
a nat 20.
Yo.
ISIS says no.
Me and Isis were connected on a wisdom level.
Yeah.
Take that how you will, because I'm fucking
Both
stupid.
got an 18.
Well, I don't know if it matters, but Plank is in my aura, so he does have a 12 instead of a 9.
Okay, that's not going to matter much.
I figured.
Oh no.
Um,
You mean it makes all the difference?
Sure!
so, anyone with an 18 or over succeeds. So it's the majority of you. Plank fails. Dante failed because he rolled a 17.
No.
Plank, I feel like I don't know. What are your total? 12? Oh. You do have a d6 to roll. Inspiration. I'll do my bardic duties and remind you of it.
Oh, but
You would have to roll a 6.
I'd have to roll a 6.
Yeah, but you do have a d6.
Hey, man.
I guess I need to. See?
Hey.
Wow.
Yes,
Look at
believe in
that.
yourself. Main character.
Look at that. Okay,
Remind me
Antagonist
to
entity
buy
right
Dante a drink.
everyone succeeds other than Dante.
Would he like to use luck?
That
What-
sounds
what
right.
Yeah, would Dante like to use luck?
I think he might actually. It all just went dark.
The moon just fucking disappeared, man.
Something's happening, and yeah, I think he's going to.
Red sheep blew up the moon.
I mean, he has to roll incredibly well. Yeah, he rolled a natural 1.
No.
Dante!
That's
Screenshot
Dante.
of that. I'm gonna screenshot of that luck. The amount of ones he has re-rolled into.
But with that said, as dice roll out, a flash of light brighter than any of you could ever comprehend. Dante is blinded and takes 49 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
The rest of you take 24 points of damage.
What type of damage?
This is radiant. So as
So I
Zovian,
take 12.
you take 12.
Gee.
Is this like a combo from all of them? Jeez, can they all do this? This hurts.
They're over here like, nah.
And with that said, as the flash goes out, you see just a split second of light and people falling. All of the turtles just fall limp. The bear folk fall limp. Dante falls limp as he falls to the ground, and you see for a split second his form fall. And then as the flash reaches its peak, it's then drained from vision and complete darkness. 1 second goes by, 2 seconds. No sound. Just complete and utter darkness. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Dad.
ISIS just barely
Hey,
survived
whoa.
that. Oh boy.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Christ. It's never a dull moment with you, Adam. Oh yeah, we'll just solve a curse. Nah, fucking the moon decided to fucking join the party.
You know what? I was getting sick of rolling all these dice with all these turtles. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna blow up the world. That'll be easier.
Heal everyone.
That's the equivalent of just like waving your hand on the. No.
Wow.
Yeesh. That was something.
Yikes.
Oh,
Just pitch black. Like, is it like dark vision darkness or?
I would say that people with dark vision are capable of seeing. And obviously Kuma with your blind sense you do, you feel the surroundings around you. But otherwise it is complete darkness, like unnatural darkness.
Like magical darkness?
No. If it was magical darkness, what I mean by unnatural is that it's never really this dark outside. Like
Something's fucked up.
something's fucked up, yes.
All this moonbeams, man. You guys been fucking with the moon.
I'll drain the moon.
Right, the moon. We forgot to charge the moon.
Yeah, you're right. Shit. I knew I forgot to do something. My bad.
We have to moonbeam the moon.
Moonbeam.
I cast guiding bolt at the moon.
I am excited.
I thought this was gonna be a nice, quick and easy side mission till Dante gets back. Nope.
Nope.
Fucking moon's
Nope.
gone.
Nope.
It's never quick and easy with us. I knew we would get up to some shenanigans.
Fucking
That
Flake. I see
flake.
that.
We shall fight every day.
After Blake's done throwing all these lightning bolts, it's like, all right, guys, let's go, and everyone else just dead.
I'm gonna love the fact like Dante leaves for one second. She's gonna come back. She's like, by the way, your character's unconscious. The moon is gone.
Yeah.
The moon is-
Good stuff.
That's hilarious.
God.
Yeah, good session.
I guess
Yo.
we should go to those horses now.
Fuck turtles, bro. I hate them.
Fucking God.
I'm with Shredder.
Oh, I didn't roll a wisdom save for Shauna.
Oh, that's less. So shut up.
She rolled a 26. She's pretty wise.
Makes
I was
sense.
gonna say.
All right.
Too.
to be fair, I mean that 6 on the d6 was pretty clutch. So,
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
but yeah, with that said, we'll pick up next week as the party hope to understand what the hell's just happened, and hopefully find Dante somewhere on the ground to save him. But we'll see.
I just want to say, Adam, I know you didn't do it on purpose, but when you said a turtle with a scythe, I thought you were describing my Monday character.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. My first thought came to Agni.
I was like, what the fuck?
Well, you're gonna have to find out its name first, you know.
Yeah. I would have thrown hands if like he would have shown some character name to Agni. Just fucking, I'm like, wait a goddamn
I
second.
was literally looking around like, wait, what?
Like,
What turtles with scythes?
Is this the prologue? Is this Zephyr's voice? What the hell?
That'll be the greatest long con ever.
This would be.
Little did we know, Almuri is now part of the Auroraverse. What?
This would be an amazing con.
crossover time.
Yeah, fucking seriously.
It would have been funnier if like I used the art for Agni as well. If I just nicked it, it was just like, just casually went about it.
Shit. Yeah, just say absolutely nothing about it. Like, what's
And
wrong?
just didn't acknowledge any of our questions. Nothing.
Agni is the actual leader. Little do we know, Agni is actually the leader of these turtles.
Yeah.
I would have just left Discord. Would have just left.
It was like, no.
For the day.
Oh my god.
Oh man, interested to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
One moonbeam's good. 2 moonbeams?
Oh, we short circuited it.
Can't do
Yeah,
that.
we found the upper limit of moonbeams.
No, we need to get everybody to start moonbeaming.
Just really overload the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when it shatters into an eldritch beast.
Hey, don't give me ideas.
Hey, look, man, ruins of Almuri. Never.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's just ruined the whole
Oh.
planet. Haha.
This is how we transform into an astral campaign over here.
Space pirates, yes.
I'd be for it.
Dude, spelljammers are canon, so
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Nah,
This is how we turn into Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember which campaign it was in, but I'm pretty sure it might have been this one. That someone found out that there was like a mercenary group that traversed planes, like traveled plane to plane, doing jobs. So possible.
They're us from the future.
Maybe. I mean, God knows what happens when you start traveling through planes. Time travel. Yo. Alrighty. Yo. Alright, I'll leave you there. Hope everyone has a good day. And yeah, I'll speak to you all next week.
yep. See you guys.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Have a good one, man.
Ta-ta.
What's up?
Alrighty. I'm gonna head off hungry as anything, so I'm gonna leave everyone there. Thank you for everyone who stuck around and stuck through it. I know combats like that can be a bit of a slog at times, but hopefully it was worth it in the end, given to what it came to and what it resulted in. And we'll see how that affects things going forward. Thank you very much, Zero. Very much appreciated. But otherwise, yeah, hope everyone has a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever time it might be, wherever you are. Goodbye.